morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is that you are in the world right now. We thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and meet with us and meet with our artists. This morning, we're very privileged and honored to bring on Stillwater Junction, and we've got Scotty here. So welcome to the show, Scotty.
Children of all ages.
Well, hello, how you doing this morning, this evening, this afternoon?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing this morning, this evening, or afternoon?
Good. It's actually morning where I'm at. I'm in the United States on the eastern seaboard. It's actually 10:10 in the morning, to be exact.
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it's 7 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. I'm over in White Rock, British Columbia, Canada. Whereabouts are you at, Scotty?
I am in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, which,
Wow.
if you know of the show, Andy Griffin's show, if any of you know of that, it was filmed in Mount Airy, and they called it Mayberry. And when Andy was talking about Mount Pilot, that's actually Pilot Mountain. That's where I live at.
Nice. Nice. We're going to talk a little bit about your music, and then we're going to talk a little bit about you. And thank you for taking the time to be on our show this morning, Scotty.
Thank you for having me on this morning.
You're more than welcome. So, first question of the day. How'd you get started in music?
Let's see. I started singing when I was young, about 13 or 14. And actually, when I decided that I wanted to become a front man and a vocalist for a band at some point in time in my life, I was around about the same time. Self-taught as far as songwriter and as far as vocalist. I grew up in my younger days being a mimic. I would find a song or an artist that I liked, and I still can actually do vocals from a bass all the way up to about an alto and a low tenor. So I have a pretty decent range, but the problem with learning and mimicking other artists and other singers, my younger years, it took me, I don't know, probably 15 years to figure out what my voice was.
Yes.
Then started out writing poetry when I was younger. Of course, I'm sure most songwriters did that. And then as I got a little bit older, I started writing lyrics. I started writing songs. Can't play an instrument, but I do know music theology. And I also am able to, thankfully I've had a lot of friends that actually play instruments, so I could basically give them the layout of what I wanted as far as musically wise. And like they would lay a rhythm down on a guitar or like a piano for me in my younger days. And then I met my band members.
Nice. So that would be like, I guess they would call that being an arranger. You can do the arrangements.
Yeah, because I can't play an instrument. I have tried to learn how to play a guitar. I know the gist of how to do it, but my hands just won't cooperate with me. So
it takes a little bit of practice. Yep.
Yeah.
Myself, when I was a little younger, Scotty, and I didn't like it. You know why? Because it hurt my fingers. And so for me, for me, it was definitely, I didn't like the way that made my fingers feel, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to play piano. We didn't have space for a piano. And so I settled for a saxophone. And I'm glad that I settled for a saxophone because it's turned out to be a great instrument. It's much like the voice, right? You sing through the sax.
Do you play an alto or a tenor?
I play alto. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up in band, and I learned I wanted to play the guitar or the saxophone in band in middle school, and my mother said no, play the clarinet. So I learned how to play the clarinet, played it for about a year and a half, and now I have no idea how to play it.
Oh, well, I did start on the clarinet myself, and I played the clarinet for a year before I could graduate to the saxophone because I just didn't have And most kids don't. They don't have the breath to be able to support a saxophone unless you got a lot of hot air in you. You know what I mean? You got to develop that, right? You have to develop your lungs. All right. So moving on here. What is your greatest passion about the music industry?
My greatest passion or the greatest passion? Which are you asking?
I'm asking about your greatest passion.
Okay. I guess to not be long-winded, I love the way that music tells stories through lyrics and instruments, and how those stories touch the individuals that are listening to them or experiencing them live.
Nice. Nice. So could you tell us a little bit about your vision for your music? How do you see yourself? Okay.
Which is, like we're still in the infant stage, as people would say. Now, every musician in my band, collectively, we've been playing and composing music for almost 30 years, if you add us all together.
Wow.
But as a band, we've only been playing together and playing live for 4 years. So it's a lot of difference in between all of our styles and the way that we feel and hear music. Right now, I'm quite content with where we're at with our music. Where I would like to see us go is I would like for us to become, hopefully at some point in time, become a household name. That we would be brought up in conversations everywhere, and even if it's just one of our songs that the one person speaks about, then maybe someone else they speak to will like 3 or 4 of our songs, like, oh yeah, I like that one, but what about this one, this and this one? And I guess that's basically what all right, how am I trying to put this? The being extravagantly famous, if it happens, it happens. I just want us to become a household name, and I want our music to resonate with all walks of life of people. It doesn't make a difference what your color, creed, religion, or anything is. I just want our music to resonate with everyone.
Well, I love your music. It's got a real heart and soul. It's really cool. I really love it.
Thank you.
It could be a great thing to wake up to in the morning with a cup of coffee. I'm a big
appreciate that. Well, I mean, our music that we've released so far is more we're considered multi-genre. We're considered Americana, but we branch off into country, Southern rock, and blues. And we really haven't touched much on our country side, I guess, or our country blues side. So this next album that we're working on at the present moment in time, which will be our second album, it's going to have a lot more of the more in-depth storytelling, I guess the best way to put it. And it's going to be more along the lines of country with a blues grit to it. So it's a little bit of a different side to Stillwater Junction. Nice.
Well, I'm looking forward to your next album. I've really enjoyed your previous 2 albums. They're awesome and they're amazing. So I'm still jamming out to the Trailer Park After Dark. That's my favorite right now, right? Because of course it's the lead song.
It is, and that is our latest single. It released November 14th of last year.
Nice. Can you tell me a little bit about how that song was written?
Yeah. Actually, it started many years ago with a friend that I came in contact with within the last 2 years. He is a songwriter and a performer. And he's actually the cousin of Patsy Cline.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he reached out to me because he followed the band and I followed him, and he said, hey man, I would be honored if you would take one of my songs that I've never released and make it your own with the band, and let me see what your take is, because all he had was an acoustic version. And I was like, Yeah, we'd be honored, bro. So he sent it over to me, and I ran through it and I looked it through. We talked back and forth. And probably for about a month or two, I sent him my rewrite of what he sent me. It was a little bit shorter. Some things have been taken out, some things have been put in, and then I sent him our demo version of it, and he loved it. Basically, Trailer Park After Dark, it resonated with me as well as as with him, because it was originally a song that he wrote, but I had a bunch of friends that grew up in trailer parks. I lived in a trailer for my younger years until things can happen in trailer parks that people just don't talk about. It's like trailer parks are like Vegas. What happens there stays there. So so this story gives you a little peek into the life of the people that live in trailer parks, and what goes on there. It's fun. It's sporadic. You meet some very interesting individuals in trailer parks at times. And if you're not from there, probably shouldn't go there after dark.
And and you got to know who your friends are, right? If you're in the trailer, you'll check in on your friends.
Oh yeah, because if you go in the trailer park, like a line there says, one right turn can steer you wrong. Better know who your friends are. Go straight to their house and don't go anywhere else.
Absolutely. Don't stop. Don't pass go. Just go straight there. Keep your nose forward and your eyes forward, and don't look at anybody else's business. Right.
Right.
Speak no evil. Hear no evil, see no evil. I don't see nothing. Did you see something? No, I didn't. Okay, great. Let's go. All right. So you mentioned that you work a lot with your band and you do some rewrites of the songs. What would be the secret of your sound, of your music?
Truthfully, I think it's a musicianship between me and my band members.
So
when we go in,
like the chemistry between you guys?
Yes, because when we go into rehearsal, if it's a cover or an original, form for about 30 minutes, and then we start playing it in a certain arrangement, and then we all feed off of each other, and we'll add our own certain vibe and our own certain intake into it, and then until it feels natural for all of us, and then that's what everyone gets, cover or original wise. We try to take whatever it is and put each part of ourselves into it, so that if it's a cover, it becomes a cover that but you've never heard it this way before.
So could I safely say there's a little piece of your heart and soul in every single song for every single band member, and that's your little secret sauce?
There is. Yes, there is.
Like that. So in terms of your music, what would you consider to be your greatest success and learning moment? I'm going to go success first, and maybe that's from a learning moment.
Our greatest success. Let's see. Our greatest success. Truthfully, I would say 2024, the year 2024. We got nominated for 9 different music awards in 2024, and we went to 3 different music award ceremonies and brought home a win at all 3 of those. So I would say that's probably at the top right now as far as that. Because we're not even members of the Recording Academy yet. We don't become members until this year. So it was kind of mind-blowing for us, but it was still humbling and still exciting at the same time, because it's a Grammy.
It's a Grammy. I know, right?
Like, to even be considered for a Grammy is like, right? Okay, cool.
I know, right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Grammy, then maybe your Grammy's just around that next, as you would say, right turn.
That's right. I mean, because in order for you to be considered, that means that the big wigs have already heard your music, and some of them kind of dig it.
Yay! Like that. Well, I can certainly see why they dig it because it's pretty cool stuff. And of course, if it's got a piece of your heart and soul in each little song, I mean, who wouldn't want that? It's like a living experience, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
And I'm sorry, but that's what you need to do as a musician is you need to find something that you actually relate to when you're writing lyrics, so that, because if you relate to it, then people listening to it are going to relate to it as well. There's nothing against, these songs out there that are saying the same thing as everything, especially in the country field now. Truck beds, coolers, beers, girls dancing around. It is what it is, but I don't preferably think that resonates and connects with everybody. It's just a jam song, and in my opinion, have your lyrics tell stories. Have your lyrics have meaning in them. Tell life experiences. I mean, that's what music's for.
Absolutely. But, you got to remember, sometimes it's just about having fun, too.
It is true.
Don't take our fun away.
No, I definitely would not do that. But if you're going to do a song about fun.
You're going to do a song about what?
Also, if you're going to do a song about fun, make it be about a life experience.
Uh-huh.
It can still be fun.
All right. Well, no, I certainly love your songs. You guys got real good secret sauce, and there's a little piece of soul in each one of your songs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Of your songs, for sure. And I like the fact that there's a story to be told in every single one of your songs. Now I'm going to have to listen to see if I can find the storyline and what it's all about, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I think we went from the morning coffee. Now we're at the evening scotch and sitting back and listening. I think that's what I need to do next. All right.
There you go.
Yeah. What would you say that your band's biggest learning moments would be?
As of right now, there's only 3 original members that are still in the band. So
Okay.
I guess our biggest learning moment is kind of a double part. It's kind of a 2-part. We have had a few, band members that when, we separated paths when we got to that fork in the road. Nothing personal. It was just our views weren't the same, like they didn't connect. So a learning thing for us. But also, we had, I won't call out who it was, but we did sign a contract a couple years back with a company, and they didn't do us extremely well. They done us dirty.
Oh, no.
Yes, and it was a record contract. And so learning from that, we became very hesitant on signing with anyone else until we come across Big Records, which is who we're signed with now. We're an alum with them. Big Records is one of the best record labels that we have ever had a conversation with, and it's one of the best labels that we have worked with, even though it's our second one. We see many years with Big Records. They continuously grow, and they help their artists continuously grow as well. And they put their artist before their brand as far as growth, because in their view, if their artist grows, then their brand also grows with their artist. So that resonates with us a lot, because without the artist, the label don't exist.
Absolutely. Well, I know that the people at Big Records really appreciate Stillwater Junction. Thank you so much, Scotty, for being with Big Records. We do really appreciate you, and 100%. You know what? Wouldn't it be cool if we all made it somewhere someday all together? Wouldn't that be
Exactly.
a Rise Up TV party happening, right?
Yeah.
I want to be on that bus with you.
we are having a Rise Up TV tour this year. It'll be in September. Thank you for bringing that up. And we're actually bringing 4 acoustic solo artists along with us, plus another band.
Nice. Nice.
So it's gonna be a cram-packed tour bus. There's like 14 musicians on one bus. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, but very interesting.
Well, it will be, right?
Oh yeah.
And what happens on the bus stays on the bus, except for when it's on TV.
Exactly, because it's being filmed.
So that's really brave. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Yeah, so the Rise Up TV tour should be fun. And I think the big show ends up in New York in November next year, too. For this year.
Yes, there is a thing that is going on. I don't know.
It's called the Next.
I don't know if we can speak about it because it hasn't been released yet. I don't think it releases till February. So I'll say yes, there is a big thing going on in New York towards. I think it's November of next year.
All right.
So,
sounds good.
Use social media and your ears into the radio, and you'll figure out what it is.
Well, yes, it'll definitely be all over social media and websites and those sorts of great things. So thank you for sharing, and we really love having you here with us at Big Records, and we hope that you're here for a lot of years too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like a bunch of bad weeds.
Yeah.
Because we might not be as civilized as a nice crop.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. So I'm going to switch back into the topic of you again, Scotty. If you could give yourself some advice 20 years ago with what you know now, what would you say?
20 years ago, well, the music industry was extremely different 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I would say, if I was telling myself 20 years ago, I'd say pursue this dream now. Don't wait 20 years.
Nice. I like that. So just go for it.
Just go for it now. Like, stop holding back. Just go now. Don't wait. Because in 20 years,
I like that advice.
Look, listen to this.
Who?
The person looking back
100%.
at you in the mirror.
100%. You got to make that mirror work for you, man. I like that idea. All right. Outside of music, what are your other hobbies?
Together, but just like with music, I don't want to get up from that easel until that project is done. I mean, it's like I could sit down and it could be 12 hours later before I get up from that easel because I want to make sure it's done and correct before I get up and leave it. So it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But I do. I'm an acrylic painter. I have done oils in the past as well.
Nice.
I have my paintings hanging all around the house. I have friends that I've done acrylic paintings for that are hanging in their house. I've had some that I've painted for like cancer benefits and stuff like that have been auctioned off, and they brought in large sums of money for that organization. Yeah, so I mean, it's that's one of the other, that's one of my other, I guess, hobbies or things I like to do on the side. I also, I'm very big in helping on ways to fight and cure pancreatic cancer. They also get dispersed out into medicine, the health and well-being for the families and anyone that's affected by it. And I'm real big at helping veteran organizations. We have a bunch of friends that are military veterans, and we donate to multiple veterans organizations every year for that purpose, because not just because they're our friends, you know, the ones personally we know, but every veteran deserves that helping hand when they need it. Even if they don't realize they need it, they still need that helping hand, because without their sacrifice, we wouldn't be able to live in this world that we live in now and have the freedom that we do have. So why forget about them when they have done their tours and they have given so much? Why can't we give back to them some of what they have gave to us?
That's beautiful. So by giving the dignity and the respect back to the veterans and helping them, it also helps our community and our society. And, you know, if more people did that, wouldn't this world be a lovely place to live? You know, think about others, you know, build that community, do the foundations for the cancer, do the foundations for the veterans. I really admire that. Thank you, Scotty, for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And
they don't.
So that's huge. Thank you for doing that, and also big thank you for helping out our veterans, because, and as you said, you know, they might not even realize that they're missing out on the life that they could be living.
Yeah.
Sacrificed for them to miss even a moment or a breath of something that they could enjoy. That's too much of a sacrifice. They've already made their sacrifices. It's time for us to step in, step up, and give them dignity, give them respect. I really like that. Thank you so much, Scotty.
No problem.
All right. So I'm going to switch back over into a little bit of a conversation about yourself, Scotty. So have you always lived in North Carolina?
Yes. I've lived all over North Carolina, but yes, I have always lived and resided in North Carolina.
Nice. And of course, you speak English. Do you speak any other languages?
I speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of French, and that is about it. And then, you know, some pig Latin here and there, maybe.
Well, pig Latin's always a lot of fun, right? Especially in Trailer Park After Dark. I'm sorry, I just go there. All right. So, Scott, you and your wife, you're at home or you're going out. What is your favorite way to watch a movie or a film? At home or out?
Well, I'll say this. It depends on which film we want to see.
Good answer.
Yeah, because we have a extremely good, extremely great home surround sound system. It's like 7.1 Dolby Digital surround sound and everything. So we can get the movie theater sound in the house.
Nice.
But if we want the full experience, then we go to an IMAX theater for, like, if there's a movie that's more along the lines of like visual and stuff, then we go to IMAX. But a lot of the times we watch a lot of our like movies in the comfort of our home.
Nice. And you're doing a lot of performing, so sometimes home is just sweet.
Yeah, I mean, because with me being on the road a lot and playing almost every weekend, at least 1 to 2 shows every weekend. Sometimes I play one during the week as well. Yeah, with me being on the road so much and playing so much, it's good to just sit back and relax sometimes at your home.
100%. Do you guys have dogs at the house?
We don't have a dog, but we have a Maine Coon cat named Edgar Barnabas, and he is 29 pounds, but he's not fat. If you don't know what a Maine Coon is, they are about 2 to 3 times bigger than your regular domestic, domestic house cat. So he's a big long boy. If you hold him up underneath his front shoulders, you hold him up, he's roughly just his body like not including his tail and everything, is roughly about 3 foot.
Wow. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love Maine Coon cats. They're awesome. They've got
But the cool
character.
thing about Maine Coons, and yes, you are correct, they have character. The cool thing about Maine Coons is they're like dogs because they actually learn.
Yeah.
Edgar will sit for his treat.
Yes.
He'll sit on command. He'll speak to you whenever you tell him to speak.
They've got a cool voice.
Oh yeah, and it's not just like a normal cat plays with things. Like Edgar will play fetch with you. Like you can throw something, he'll bring it back to you. So it's like a dog, but it's actually a cat.
Well, I love Maine Coon cats, and they've got a really cool little voice. They've got
Very much so.
Now, right? You know,
exactly. Well, I mean, and my wife runs a dog grooming business.
Okay.
Like her own dog grooming company. And when I'm not on the road playing, I'm the man behind the curtain that bathes and preps and gets all the dogs ready for her and her girls up front to groom and make free.
Nice. And do you ever have any unruly dogs that you're bathing?
Oh yeah. No, it's completely different from that. But we have some unruly ones here and there, but we do our best to work through all of those. And if you're loving and respectful of that dog's space, then that dog will respect yours personal space.
There you go. You don't have any like golden retrievers that try to drag you into the bathtub with them?
Oh, we've got golden retrievers, we've got Great Danes, we've got a bunch of big dogs, St. Bernards, and yes, the majority of them are not leash trained, so yes, they want to go when they want to go, and they're 100+ pounds. So yeah.
So I can see why you're the bath person, and not the ladies up front. Good job. Thank you, Scotty, for sharing. And I'm going to ask you as well, in terms of food, do you like to eat at home, or do you like to eat out, or do you have a favorite kind of style of food you like?
We might eat out once a week. My wife, in her travels and living in Australia for 5 years, she went to culinary school, so she's an exceptionally great cook. So, and a lot of stuff when you go out is, I hate to say it, but even at restaurants that aren't Michelin star restaurants and stuff, those are an exception. But your standard restaurant and your restaurant chain, it's a lot of process. And
sounds like there might be an opportunity for a rise up chef, eh?
Well, actually, my wife, before I met her, this is when she lived in Australia. While she was going to culinary school there, she worked for Sanity Music, which is, I guess, it's basically like a company that deals with musicians and musical acts, like booking, merchandise, promoting, and stuff like that. She actually met a bunch of artists before they became big and was on their tours with them in Australia, and like dealt with their merch and dealt with them on like a personal level. Like the band Fall Out Boy, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but Fall Out Boy, she knew them all when they were first starting out. Let's see, she met Alice Cooper and dealt with him over there while he was over in Australia. Artifice is another band, and there's a few more over there that she actually like got to know them personally when they were just starting out, and she got them bookings at like the Garden in Australia and a bunch of other places. And she went on the tour bus with them, and she would Fall Out Boy. She has a few stories, like she cooked cupcakes for them, but her cupcakes are like gourmet cupcakes. Like they've got like a cheesecakes, like a flavored cheesecake filling and all types of stuff. Anyway,
I love
and she'd play Uno with them. So, you know, she has her own stories 20 years before me and her even got together dealing in the music industry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, you know, meeting you and being in the music industry is sort of like second home for your wife.
Yes. Well,
Nice.
yes and no, because she got out of it, and then she met me, and she loved the music, but she didn't live the life anymore. And she met me, and she's like, "Oh God, here we go."
There you go. I like that. I like your wife. She sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When lets me fly when I want to fly, but keeps me grounded, which is what everyone needs in a relationship, especially a marriage. Allow your partner to be their self, express themselves openly and freely, but also be that grounding mechanism when they need to be grounded.
100%. And unfortunately, we all need to be grounded sometimes, right?
Oh, yeah. I know I do.
I do too, but I have to take my own discipline into my own hands and just turn off the phone, right? Yeah. Yeah. Have to have rules, right? All right.
Right.
Is your fashion also the fashion guru of the household? Does she do your fashion, or does she do your merchandise, or do you take that on, Scotty?
Most of everything it deals with on the business side of the band, I run it myself, but I ask her opinion on a lot of things because being an artist and, you know, on multifacets of the name, I tend to have tunnel vision. So I'll ask her opinion on something because it gives me an outside, you know, perspective that I might not be seeing. So yes, I do include her in a lot of things, like in our merchandise design, even in songs, our original songs. I value her opinion just like I value my band members' opinion, because we might be hearing something and you know thinks it sounds great, but if I bring it to her and let her hear it, she has a different ear and a different take on it, so she can give things that could help improve it that we're not hearing. So nice. I do value her opinion on multiple things as far as music and just life in general. As far as clothing, I tend to have my own style, and she has learned that.
Okay.
So she knows what my style is. So when she goes to buy me things fashion-wise, she makes sure that it sticks to that type of style and doesn't go too crazy.
Nice.
I'm not really a real crazy flashy, like, you know, dress type person. I like a ball cap. It's just the way it is. I like my graphic tees. I love my Dixon flannels.
Who doesn't love Dixon flannels, right?
Yeah, I know. So I'm like a real standard fashion person, but I do have a thing, being the artist I am, things have to match. So if, for instance, if I have a pair of boots on that are brown, then my hat has to have something brown in it. If my shirt is brown, then it has to color coordinate. I'm not one of those people that's like a sporadic color wear. No, like I will match from head to toe.
Nice. So you mentioned something about graphic tees, and I couldn't help but go there. Have you ever considered taking any of your acrylic paintings and making prints on T-shirts for your merchandise?
I haven't, but I have had some of our fans ask me if I would do that at some point in time, and I told them that it was something I never thought of. But I would put it into consideration.
If you did something like that, I definitely want one of those t-shirts. Sorry, I had to go there. I actually love acrylic paints. I do. I think that, anytime that you're an artist and you've got more than one artistic creativity venture, they should all be brought together and made one, right?
Yeah. When it comes to that, I would have to figure out how to convert and or transpose my paint to canvas layouts into digital. So that's what I would have to figure out.
I think there's a process called silk screening.
Okay.
Remember the olden days we had the iron-on t-shirts?
Yes.
Those days, those vibrant graphics.
Yeah, I think they're called DTF now, direct to film.
Oh,
and you heat press them onto the shirt and stuff. Yeah.
I love those. And then you can, switch it up and have a different t-shirt, right?
True. That is true.
Because some of us ladies, we like a tight t-shirt. Some of us ladies like a baggy t-shirt. And same for men.
Oh, yeah. And the cool part is if you like one design, you can click on it and it gives you options of regular t-shirts and multicolors, premium t-shirts and multicolors, hoodies, sweatshirts, tank tops in multiple different styles, any type of apparel wise that you can think of. You can get that one design that you like on any of them in multiple different colors.
Nice.
So it allows our fans to be able to self-select what they want.
Nice. Do you also have a baseball hat there?
We've got a heat press one like we was just talking about, direct to film on there. But this is one of our new designs right here.
I love it.
These hats now, most of the ones like these or ones that are embroidered, we sell at our live shows. These are actually leather.
Oh, wow. I love leather hats.
Yeah. And we've got them in brown like this, which is like a gray color, and
nice.
Black, white and black.
Like those too. I'm looking at it going, I really like that, right? I was admiring your hat.
Oh, no. Well, thank you.
I like hats.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a hat person. I've got so many hats, it is ridiculous. And I wear ball caps 98% of the time. But I do have my like a regular. It doesn't look like a regular standard cowboy hat, so it's a completely different version. And then I've got a few other ones that I'll pull those out every now and then. But 98% of the time, you're gonna see me in a ball cap. That's just the way it is.
Nice. I like that. So if you had some time off, right, and you're gonna take a vacay, where would you go?
Well, dude, that's where it's a split decision down the middle with my household. I prefer.
So a lake kind of gives you mountain as well as beach, right?
Yes, mountain plus water, kind of mid-range temperature.
Nice. I forgot to turn my grandfather clock off. So you were saying that he gets his feelings hurt when I turn him off, right? He starts losing time. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah. He pouts. If he has no dinging and donging, he loses 15 minutes a day.
Oh, gracious.
And if he's got his dinging and his donging turned on, I keep time perfectly. And I forget to turn my grandfather clock off because, it's the only person that lives with me is my grandfather clock. That my piano, right? My sax.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. My best friend said, "Oh, no problem. You can move your piano in here." And I said, "Okay, great. Thank you so much." And then I moved it in. She's like, "You didn't tell me that it was that big." I'm like, go big or go home. What can I say, right?
Right.
No, I have a full concert grand in my little apartment, right? And so every morning
Nice.
I do around it when I go anywhere in this apartment, because the only way I can move in my apartment's hands up, baby, hands up. Do a little dance, do a little jig. Forgive me, I'm sorry. So
Oh,
you
you're
were
fine.
saying that you and your wife like two very different things, and that um, a lake is the best happy medium because you get both the mountains and the beach, and the
Yes.
temperature is about just right.
Yes. My personal preference, if I could find a location that it was between 58 degrees and 85 degrees with low humidity and sunshine and water, I would live there the rest of my life.
All right. I'm with you.
But
I
those
think I,
places don't exist.
well, yeah. Are you a big fisher too when you go out to the lakes? Do you do fishing?
I haven't fished in years. I used to be real big on as far as fishing, but of course that was in like my younger days and like my teenage years, my 20s. But I really haven't been fishing in a long time. But I went lake fishing a lot, and then I also went saltwater fishing a lot. So I've done it a lot when I was younger. I just haven't had time in my adulthood to actually get around to it.
Ah, that's too bad. I used to really love fishing. Myself
If
growing
you
up.
go there, it helps you disconnect.
Yeah, 100%. I found that the fly fishing with the big hip waders was a really good way to disconnect.
I never learned how to do that, but it looks so beautiful when someone else knows what they're doing and doing it.
It is gorgeous. And when you get to go and try it yourself, oh, it's a world all on its own. I could just stand there with the hip waders in the water. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at catching.
Now, when I was younger, I also went. Now, you might not know about this.
Okay.
Up in Canada, I'm not sure, but I went frog gigging a lot.
No, I don't know anything about frog gigging. That sounds like super fun.
All right, frog gigging. You take this little it looks like them poker sticks.
Yeah.
Trash. The poker sticks got a little thing on it. Well, you actually take one of those and you'll go out. You have to go out at nighttime, and you go to swampy areas swampy areas are the best because the frogs and the toads are big, like big. So,
okay.
And you get to a certain area, like logs or like real muddy type areas or whatever, and you spotlight, and they'll start croaking, and they actually come out, and then you poke them with a stick. It's called frog gigging. And that's where, if you've ever ate frog legs and stuff, that's how you get frog legs.
I did not know that. I did not. I don't think.
And then you've got another thing down here in the South called noodling. You ever heard of that?
No.
What you do is some people would do it barehanded. Don't prefer it. I prefer to put a glove on. What you do is you go out to the lakes.
Okay.
And catfish. They can be small or very, very big. What you do is you find the areas where catfish normally den at.
Yeah.
And you stick your hand into a hole and feel around until you find one, grab it by its mouth and pull it out. It's called noodling.
Oh my gosh. And then you got catfish dinner.
Yes, and a lot of people don't realize that catfish have serrated type teeth on the inside.
Oh.
So that's why I prefer a glove, because if you don't grab just right, their teeth will like they retract and they're foldable. Their teeth will come out if you don't grab just right, and they'll lock into your hand.
Oh.
That's why I prefer a glove. Yeah.
I'm with you. The glove works for me too. I definitely would use a glove. But no, I'd never heard about noodling or frog gigging. But I have been over onto the East Coast, and when I was there, they did this super cool thing. This person caught grasshoppers, and they used to do grasshoppers for bait, for fishing. Grasshoppers. And they decided to breed them. And so, where was it? It was Savannah, Georgia. I went to Savannah, Georgia on an agriculture tour. And we went and we looked at this grasshopper farm. And they're growing grasshoppers for feeding fish. And they're taking the protein of it. And, you know, some of the grasshopper protein makes really good vegan protein powder for drinks. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, no, grasshoppers and crickets are a delicacy overseas.
Really?
Yeah, and you can actually get them. I mean, you can get them in the States now too, I think. But like you can get them fried and like candied. You know, like they're coated in like sugar, or you can get them in like chocolate covered. Yeah.
I can't tell you that I'd want to eat those. I'm sorry.
Now, termites taste like cinnamon.
I've never tasted any of those types of items. I'm pretty easygoing. I'll go to the supermarket or the farm or something like that. I love my favorite place to go shopping is farmer markets. How about yours?
Same. I mean, it's fresh produce, so yeah.
Well, you know what I like doing is I really like connecting with the community and connecting with the land. And, you know, I think the more times and the more ways that we as people can support our communities, the more better that we have for life.
Yeah, never traveled internationally. Now, my wife has, you know, like I said, because, you know, she's been to Australia. She lived there for 5 years. I've never traveled internationally. I have never left the United States.
Huh.
I would like to go into Canada. I would like to go overseas. I would like to go to, like, the island parts and stuff. I've just never got around to it, never had a chance to. Hopefully with the music that we are releasing and performing now, and with Big Records and our management team, Grace Musicians Management, I'll be breaking those borders soon.
I'd really like that. And I'd really love to see you guys out here on the West Coast. I think that you'd have a really good following. And especially if you like farm markets and stuff like that and farmers.
Yeah.
We got a whole slew of farmers that you could come and play for, and they would be so delighted to meet you.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, some of our famous artists actually specifically do tours of where the farms are, right? Like, if you follow Carlos Santana's tours, you'll find that they're all across the farms and the farm regions in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyways, I digress. A little bit of information here, a little bit of information there. We've really enjoyed spending some time with you this morning, Scotty. Thank you so much for being part of our show, and thank you for sharing a little bit of your heart and soul with us this morning. I can tell you're always all in, so thank you for being here with us. If we were looking to find your music, where can we find you?
You can find it on all streaming platforms that you prefer to stream on. You can find us on multiple radio outlets, iHeartRadio, XM Satellite Radio, and a few others. You can find us worldwide, actually, which is pretty cool, too. The only thing that we have not surpassed yet and got on are these Touch Tunes jukeboxes. I'm hoping that eventually our music will be on there. We have a lot of fans around the United States that are asking when our music will be put on there. Hopefully it'll be on there soon, but you can find us everywhere else besides those jukeboxes that are in establishments. Also, on the majority of the streaming platforms, they have a nice little event tab on there now. You can click on it and find out where we're going to be at any given point in time on any of our live shows. If you can follow us on all social medias, and we have events on there as well. You can look up our official website, stillwaterjunctionmusic.info, and it's free to download, free to follow. And what it does is all of the musicians that are on there which is a large variety of them. You can follow your favorite ones, and it will give you notifications 2 weeks in advance, a week in advance, and the day before. It'll give you email notifications or text notifications that a band or musician you follow is playing within 50 miles of your location on the state.
Nice. That is super cool. You can also find you at www.bigrecords.world.
Yes, you can.
We're really happy that you're with us, and you can get all your social media links there and your website there as well. So we really appreciate the time that you spent with us this morning, Scotty. Is there anything you'd like to say to your audience at this time?
Let's see. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you for taking a precious moment of time out of your busy schedule to spend some time with us and get to know me and my band a little bit more. And continue to live life. Don't hold yourself back. Reach for those goals and achieve them.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And so in closing with the ICFB Star Entertainment, we have a little tagline. All right? So I'm going to say it. Maybe you can try to say it afterwards. Ready?
Sure.
Okay. So I see, you see, we see, grazie.
Okay. I see, you see, we see, grazie.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Bueno. One day, I hope to get to Italy.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So thank you so much for being part of ICFB Star Entertainment. And wherever you are, thank you for tuning in. This is Scotty from Stillwater Junction. And we just really appreciate you being here. We also really appreciate our sponsors, which would include Big Records World and Jet Set Music Media. And we'd like to put out a special thank you as well for our producer, fearescape. Thank you, Marco, for all you do for all of us. And another shout out as well for Rock You channels. So this will be available on Rock You as well. And it'll be available on many different podcasts. So thank you once again. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I see, you see, we see. Grazie.